Is Binance the next FTX, and will the BNB token collapse? $40 million in Bitcoin is about to be dumped by this group, and is the Bitcoin Spot ETF going to be declined? This is your Altcoin Buzz News. Hey, what's up everyone? My name is Cody Buffington. Make sure to like, subscribe, and turn on notifications so you know when I drop the latest content. Follow us on Twitter, AltcoinBuzzIO, and as always, this is not financial advice, and we wish you the best of luck in your crypto ventures. Bitcoin short-term holders, which tend to be sensitive to short-term price gyrations, are largely underwater on their coin holdings after the recent price slide, according to on-chain data. The leading cryptocurrency by market value fell over 10% to $26,200 last week, registering its worst performance since November. With the sell-off, 88.3% of the supply controlled by short-term holders, or wallets that hold coins for less than 155 days, has dropped into unrealized losses. In other words, of the 2.56 million Bitcoin, or $66.5 billion held by short-term holders, around 2.26 million Bitcoin have an acquisition cost higher than the going market rate. The flow of short-term holder-owned coins with acquisition costs higher than the current market rate into exchanges has recently increased. Investors typically move coins from personal wallets to exchanges when intending to liquidate positions or use them as margin in derivatives trading. This week, we saw the largest loss dominance rating since the March sell-off to 19,800. This suggests that short-term holders are largely underwater on their holdings and increasingly price sensitive. The real problem is the current fragile market setup for Bitcoin because short-term holders are underwater in both price and narrative. Almost 90% of short-term holders are suffering unrealized losses, which often correlates with selling pressure. Also, with the spot Bitcoin ETF narrative having now shifted to decent odds of approval, but now having a delay. Speaking of the Bitcoin Spot ETF, Max Kaiser on Twitter recently responded to JP Morgan gold traders who went to prison for spoofing gold prices, saying, "Gold prices are provably manipulated. Arresting these guys hasn't stopped it. Bitcoin futures ETFs enabled Bitcoin price manipulation in similar ways. This is why the Bitcoin futures ETF gets approved and not the spot price versions. So we could keep seeing delays on the Bitcoin spot ETFs for a while." And to add to the continued selling pressure on Bitcoin, North Korean hackers may attempt to cash out stolen Bitcoin worth more than $40 million, according to the FBI. The North Korean-based Lazarus Group and APT38 were reportedly behind a series of cryptocurrency hacks earlier this year, including the $60 million theft from payment processor AlphaPo and the $100 million exploit of Atomic Wallet. In January, the FBI named the two groups as being behind last year's Horizon Bridge hack, which resulted in the loss of $100 million. 6 wallets containing a total of 1,580 Bitcoin, worth $41 million, were identified as connected to the hacker groups, and the FBI has warned cryptocurrency companies against interacting with those wallets. And recently, a new unknown address that accumulated more than $3 billion worth of Bitcoin in the last 3 months became the third largest Bitcoin wallet, and while many had speculated that it was Larry Fink, the CEO of BlackRock, due to the Bitcoin Spot ETF application, it turns out it belongs to Robinhood Markets, according to Arkham Intelligence. The Stellar Development Foundation has joined the Bytecode Alliance, an industry group promoting the development of WebAssembly, or WASM, according to an August 21st announcement from the foundation's product lead, Tom Weller. WASM is a competitor to the Ethereum Virtual Machine, or EVM, used by the Ethereum ecosystem. It's also used in non-blockchain browser-based applications. EVM is the virtual machine or computation engine used to execute smart contracts. It's used by most blockchain networks, including Ethereum, BNB Smart Chain, Avalanche, and many others. But a few networks use WASM instead, including Polkadot, Multiverse X, formerly Elrond, and Internet Computer. Stellar began as a payments network in 2014, but in 2022, it implemented smart contracts to provide more functionality to the network. In April of 2022, Stellar developers chose WASM as their computation engine. They argued that despite the popularity of EVM, its storage and execution models are expensive and challenging to parallelize, which gets in the way of scalability, making transactions more expensive. Stellar also argued that WASM was perfect for extremely adversarial environments like blockchains, as it was originally developed for browser applications. But much of the development work for WASM is produced by the Bytecode Alliance, a non-profit organization made up of internet companies such as Amazon, Cisco, Intel, Microsoft, and others. In Weller's August 21st announcement, he argued that joining the Bytecode Alliance was a no-brainer for the team, as it would allow them to influence standards of tooling within the WASM development community. He emphasized that his goal was to not only represent Stellar, but to advocate for all blockchain and its developers. You can also buy, sell, and trade Stellar's XLM token with our partners at the BYDFi exchange. With this no KYC exchange, you'll enjoy a smoother trading journey, and with it, you'll receive our free trading signals, trading with only 0.6% futures and 0.1% spot fees, and you can earn a $213 welcome bonus and a $1,500 deposit and trade bonus. To find out more, check out the link in the description below. We've also begun posting daily technical analysis videos at 5 p.m. EST, and we recently covered whether or not the Bitcoin bottom was in, as well as the TA for ETH, Quant, Rune, Shiba, OP, XRP, and more. So make sure to check out those videos as well, linked down below. Binance's native cryptocurrency BNB coin has come under severe selling pressure recently amid reports of troubles at the exchange. The latest allegations from the U.S. Department of Justice are that Binance has been violating the U.S. sanctions on Russia. On Tuesday, August 22nd, the token experienced a decrease of over 3.5%, reaching $203, which contributes to its total year-to-date loss of approximately 15%. This decline has occurred despite the significant surge of the crypto benchmark Bitcoin, which has advanced by over 50% since December. Presently, BNB holds a market cap of $32 billion, positioning itself as the fourth largest cryptocurrency asset. Crypto exchange Binance offers trading fee discounts to BNB holders, and they can later use the tokens to settle fees on the BNB chain. Recently, crypto exchange Binance has been having a very tough time dealing with regulators and its channel partners. Amid all the regulatory allegations, Checkout.com was the latest to stop serving Binance as a payment service provider. After the U.S. sanctions on Russia last year following Ukraine's invasion, Binance scaled back its operations in the country. However, externally compiled data shows that Binance still continues to handle substantial trading volumes in the Russian ruble. The Wall Street Journal report notes that clients have the ability to convert funds from sanctioned banks into balances at Binance using intermediary layers. Additionally, Binance facilitates peer-to-peer exchanges of rubles for digital tokens, a process often involving banks listed on Western blacklists. Evidence from company websites, user screenshots, and messages within official group chats substantiate these actions. A Binance spokesperson responded by saying, Binance follows the global sanction rules and enforces sanctions on people, organizations, entities, and countries that have been blacklisted by the international community, denying such actors access to the Binance platform. Binance has no relationship with any banks whatsoever in Russia or elsewhere. The exchange was already facing sprawling regulatory scrutiny around the globe, including a lawsuit from the U.S. Securities and Exchange Commission for multiple federal securities law violations, such as commingling customer funds and listing unregistered securities like BNB and Binance USD on the platform. Further price declines could potentially impact the broader crypto markets, as some market observers have long alleged that Binance might attempt to prop up the token's value by selling Bitcoin. A looming liquidation of a crypto loan secured by $130 million worth of BNB on decentralized finance protocol Venus also adds pressure to the token's price. BNB Chain is coordinating with Venus to dismantle the loan in an orderly fashion to avoid cascading liquidations and unnecessary damage to the market. 2 months after becoming a crypto-only platform, Binance US has announced a new partnership with crypto payments firm MoonPay to allow users to buy the United States dollar-pegged stablecoin USDT to use on its platform. The crypto exchange announced on August 22nd that USDT was being adopted as the new base asset for all transactions, and its partnership with MoonPay allows a path forward for users to transact in US dollars. The new partnership comes in the wake of Binance US suffering a breakdown with its banking partners, which saw fiat deposits on the exchange halted as of June 9th. At the time, it cited aggressive and intimidating tactics from the Securities and Exchange Commission, which sued the exchange and its affiliates 4 days prior as the reason for its disruption. While direct bank deposits remain disabled on Binance US, the partnership offers users an on-ramp that supports purchases through debit and credit cards along with Apple and Google Pay. That's it for Altcoin Buzz News Update. I'm your host, Cody Buffington. Thanks for watching.